On board the 5:15 train from Dakar to Thiès. Most passengers are on their way home after a long day of work in the city. The 15 minutes journey home always seems a bit longer than the morning commute. After years riding this train, Ousmane Sow has learned to enjoy this moment, free from distractions.
I get time for myself here. If I drive to work, it would take me at least 4 hours and I'd be stuck in traffic. Trains are still the quickest, safest, and cheapest way to travel.
They call it the Little Blue Train. The locomotive was bought from Pakistan, the wagons from India. The parts were brought to Senegal and refurbished in the 1970s. It's the only passenger train left in Senegal. All the other lines, including the historic train to Mali, were abandoned because they were too costly to run, much to the frustration of commuters and railway unions alike.
Privatising the railway lines was a clear mistake. A country cannot grow without developing its railway system, but now we are excited with the steps Senegal and other states are taking.
The African Union has an ambitious plan to connect the port of Dakar in the west to the port of Djibouti in eastern Africa, linking 10 countries, many of them landlocked. It's called the Trans-African Railway Project.
There are 7,800 kilometers of unfinished railway. The tracks alone will cost $13 billion to build. It's an enormous amount. Each country is tasked with finding its own financing for their part of the railway.
Chinese companies have signed deals to rebuild former colonial rail lines that were abandoned by the French both in Dakar and in Djibouti. It's the start of an epic engineering project that will take years to build and promises thousands of jobs across the continent. There are no roads or highways connecting the west of Africa to the east, nor is there a direct flight between Dakar and Djibouti. In fact, no one has ever tried to connect both coasts of Africa. Neither the French nor the British, the former colonial powers. Construction hasn't started yet, but the prospect of reopening these century-old tracks has got many excited and hopeful. Abandoned train station may get a new lease on life. And for the many passengers like Sow who use this every day, it may not be the end of the line for the 5:15 train from Dakar. Nicholas Hawk, Al Jazeera, Thiès, Senegal.